Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Reviews. I'm your host, the Future Key Bearer, and today life is da bubbles as we go to Atlantica. So when we first get to Atlantica, we see that Sora has turned into a merman, Goofy has turned into a sea turtle, and Donald has turned into a half octopus, squid, duck thing. Naturally, not long after arriving, they are greeted by Ariel, Flounder, and Sebastian. And while they don't know exactly what, they notice that there is something very different about them.
Where are you from?
We're from kind of far away. And we're not really used to these waters,
Nice job, Sora.
Oh, I see. In that case, Sebastian can show you how we swim around here.
Ariel! King Triton will not like this!
Why not? So you learn that there's a semi-new set of controls for this world. Use circle to swim up, square to swim down, and you use the analog stick to swim forward, back, side to side, just like normal. Admittedly, this control scheme can be kind of awkward to use, but you get used to it.
Good job! Now let's move on to self-defense!
Sebastian!
Because that's a basic lesson.
Class is over! Good luck!
After you defeat the Heartless, Ariel asks if you could help them get back to the palace safely. And I just gotta say, thank God for the Tritons pointing you in the right direction. Why the fuck couldn't Monstro have something like that? So Ariel officially joins the party, and I gotta say, I didn't see that coming. I don't know, I never would have thought that Ariel would have been much of a fighter. But actually, she does do pretty well. And the neat part is she has lightning magic and cure magic. As soon as you make it to the palace, King Triton immediately shows how awesome he is.
That was too close.
Behold! You swim before the ruler of the seas! His Majesty, King Triton!
And who are they?
They helped us fight off those creatures.
They don't look familiar.
we're from an ocean very far away.
Yup, we came to find the keyhole.
The what?
What's that?
Well, it's a...
There's no such thing, certainly not here.
Methinks that King Triton knows something.
Perhaps I'm being too strict. I'm just concerned for her safety.
Of course, Your Majesty!
Have you anything to report?
Just as you suspected, Your Majesty, they seem to be coming from Ursula's grotto!
I knew it! That sea witch is up to no good again! A sea exile from the palace has taught her nothing!
Yes, she poses serious danger!
And I told you to keep Ariel away from such danger, did I not?
Your Majesty, please,
He's a crab! She's a spirited teenager! What do you expect him to do? So after meeting up in her grotto, Ariel decides that she wants to help us try to find the keyhole. This somehow leads us to a shipwreck where we find a crystal trident. But not before... Holy shit! Apparently there's a slot that the Triton goes into right back in Ariel's grotto. But King Triton won't be having any of that.
I told you not to leave the palace!
Daddy, no! How could you?
I don't know, I think that reaction was more deserving of the statue in the movie.
Young man, you're not from another ocean. You're from another world, aren't you?
Huh?
You may fool Ariel, but you can't fool me. You don't know your dorsal fin from your tail.
Ouch.
As the key-bearer, you must already know one must not meddle in the affairs of other worlds.
Of course I know that, but...
Then why have you been meddling in the affairs of other worlds this entire fucking game?
You have violated this principle. The key bearer shatters peace and brings ruin.
You know, I'm really curious to find out how King Triton knows all this. I mean, this is some pretty serious shit that nobody else knows. So while Ariel's off crying, she is approached by Ursula. Ursula makes her a deal that she can help her see the other worlds that she's always dreamed of. All Ariel has to do is sneak Ursula into the palace. Yeah, don't you think that might be a bad idea? Once Sora, Donald, and Goofy make their way to the palace, they're already too late and Ursula makes off with the trident. So it's time to go to her lair and kick some ass. But first, King Triton acts as game guide and tells us that we should target her cauldron. Once you finally make it to Ursula's lair, we have probably one of the most annoying boss battles in the game, where you have to deal with Ursula, Flotsam, and Jetsam. Unfortunately though, after defeating her, she manages to run off. And when you finally catch up with her...
You pathetic fools! I rule the seas now! The sea and all its spoils bow to my power!
Yeah, I think I speak for everyone when I say, fuck this boss battle. It wouldn't even be so bad if it wasn't for the fact that there's constantly lightning raining down. After you defeat Ursula, King Triton allows you to use his trident to reveal the keyhole and seal it once and for all.
Tell me, Sora, your world, what's it like?
Oh, about that. Sorry for lying to you.
It's okay. Besides, if you can travel to other worlds, maybe I can too.
Well, no, not really. Not unless you count the human world. You know, despite the fact that most fans really hate this world, I actually really enjoy it. The hell are you doing here? I think it's a lot of fun traversing this world, and I also like how the background music is an instrumental version of Under the Sea. Also, I think it's neat how they add some sort of ripple wave effect in order to make it seem like you're underwater. Overall, this is a really enjoyable level. Well, that's it for this episode. Next time, though, everybody laugh, everybody sing, everyone hail to the Pumpkin King.